Okay, so, like, we all know ice cream doesn't cause sunburns. But think about it, we see them together all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's like clockwork, more ice cream trucks in the neighborhood, more people walking around with sunburns.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's such a good example of why we got to be able to spot the difference between things that just happen together and things that actually cause each other.
Yeah.
And that, my friend, is exactly what we're diving into today, correlation versus causation. We're doing a deep dive on this YouTube video. It's from Ira Whiteside Information Sherpa. The title's a mouthful.
Yep.
3-minute AI School Bites, Episode 2, Correlation versus Causation.
That's sad sheet.
Right. You know, I thought AI, algorithms, all that, maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but this video, it actually gets at something really useful for, like, thinking about anything, you know?
Oh, boy.
So Ira Whiteside, he's talking about how AI, it's all about spotting patterns in data, basically gobbling up tons of information, trying to figure out what goes with what. Right. But here's the thing, and it's so important, just because two things happen together, like those ice cream sales and sunburns, doesn't mean one is actually causing the other.
Exactly. There's probably something else going on behind the scenes.
Exactly. It's like there's a missing piece of the puzzle. And in our ice cream example, what is it?
Well, summer. Right.
Summer, exactly. Hot weather makes people want ice cream and spend more time in the sun.
Makes you crave that cold treat.
Totally. But you know what I found so interesting? This whole idea of separating correlation from causation, it's not new. This video talks about Alan Turing, you know, the guy who cracked the Enigma code, like a founding father of computers, basically.
Absolutely, yeah.
They were thinking about this stuff back then. I mean, way back when computers were like rooms full of clunky machines.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows how fundamental this concept is, you know, to the way we understand the world, how we build these systems. It's crucial.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a legend. Okay, so in the video, Ira Whiteside uses this really helpful visual. He's got these two arrows pointing in the same direction on a graph to show correlation, and it clicked for me.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But I'm curious, for people who aren't like coding AI or anything, can you break down why this matters in everyday life?
Totally. It's all about thinking critically, you know, not just accepting everything you see at face value. Let's say, for example, you read a study, right? And it claims that people who meditate every day, they're way less likely to get heart disease.
Okay, interesting.
Now, that's a correlation. They've spotted a pattern, but it doesn't automatically mean that sitting there meditating is directly preventing heart disease.
Right. There could be other stuff going on.
Exactly. Could be diet, exercise, genetics even, tons of factors. Or, I don't know, let's say you see a news headline blaring, video games lead to violence. Again, that might be a correlation they've observed. Maybe there's a link, maybe there's not. We don't know yet.
Needs more digging.
Exactly. You've got to look at social factors, maybe mental health, family situations. There's always more to the story.
It reminds me of something else Ira Whiteside talks about that really stuck with me. He says, we need standardized, verified, human-curated information. And that sounds really official and important, but what does that even mean in, like, plain English?
He's getting at the fact that even though AI seems super smart, it doesn't really understand the information it's processing, not like humans do.
Right.
Like you can actually trick AI with biased data or even just straight up wrong information. It doesn't know the difference. And that's why we still need that human element, you know, to sort through the junk, figure out what's actually true.
So it's like a reminder to always be a little bit skeptical.
Yeah.
Just because some algorithm spit something out doesn't make it true.
Oh, absolutely. Question your assumptions, look for evidence. Don't just blindly trust headlines or, you know, whatever your uncle shares on social media.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy to forget. So basically what we're saying is correlation is not causation. I mean, yeah, it sounds simple, but once you start actually using that idea, applying it to your life, it's powerful.
It really is. Like next time you see one of those headlines, it's like, this one thing causes insert terrifying disease or global catastrophe here. Yeah. Don't freak out. Take a second. Ask yourself, is this really a cause and effect situation? Or could it be one of those sneaky correlations?
Right. Or is it like the ice cream and the sunburns all over again?
Exactly.